Brenda, you have been very sympathetic towards Harry and Meghan, and previously on this show, you said they'd been victims of racism. Can we please at least knock that on the head?
No.
Because Harry says it was not racism.
But it's unconscious bias, and British law, you must accept that British law says unconscious bias is a form of racism. It's not racism. You can't deny that they have experienced racism.
It was the hallucinogenic drugs that he took that helped him to see the unconscious bias.
No, because remember, he said, he was asked, why did Prince William have a problem with Meghan? Because she was an American, she was an actress, and because she was biracial and her mother was black. That's racism.
Do you know
we can't deny it.
Charles, when Meghan first appeared on our TV screens, I wonder how many people said, oh, she's black.
I doubt very much anybody would have said that she's black. I mean, she was the one who made the point of her being biracial. There's nothing wrong with that. And we have to remember that at the start, when she came on the scene, you know, everybody loved her.
They loved her.
They loved her. People were 10, 12, 20 deep in the streets in various towns just to see the couple. They thought they were the greatest thing since sliced bread. And the point of Harry and Meghan is if they had stayed within the royal family, they would have been a cornerstone of the new slimmed-down royal family.
Yeah, but it was a fairy tale wedding in Windsor. I was there in the run-up to that wedding. It was a fairy tale wedding. The whole world looked at it.
But Harry had already put out a statement saying that actually the British media were putting out racist and he didn't like that. And Charles, I know you're saying
he changed his mind yesterday on this, and he said the royal family
he backtracked, and I was really disappointed. He said...
Well, I was very pleased.
I know. He said the British press were bigoted, and you would have to accept that, Charles.
No, Narendra. What he said yesterday was that he did not say that the royal family were racist. Well, I don't know which Oprah Winfrey show he was on, but certainly not the one that I was watching. Now, not only that, and he blamed it was the British press who said that the royal family was racist.
Exactly. How do you answer that then, Charles? You are part of the British press.
The British press only reported what was being said on Oprah Winfrey's show.
They didn't want to say...
Let us move on from the racism charge to a broader charge.
Yes.
He has betrayed family secrets in a way that is unforgivable, including, let me finish. I think you're itching to get in here, but let me finish. Including a private comment made by his father at his grandfather's own funeral. That is beneath contempt, isn't it?
Well, no, because Harry's actually putting his face to everything, whereas William and Charles and Camilla, the wicked stepmother, are doing it, feeding it through the press like Charles. They're feeding it to you.
So
now, Charles, do you remember this?
So when Charles was on The Sun,
yes,
Camilla the spinner.
Yeah, I love that.
She's clearly the new Peter Mandelson of the royal family. She would have rung you up, would she?
When I was on The Sun, I could not get that queen off the phone. She was always on the phone. Camilla, and then Charles, and then William.
Charles, you can't deny that you are fed stories.
Look, I wish I had been fed stories. Honestly, I would have had a lot less stressful life working for The Sun.
Nigel, Charles, are you saying he's a liar?
Yes.
Nigel, are you saying Harry is a liar?
Do you know, I think whether Harry is consciously lying, I think he's suffering from a victimhood delusion. And I think much of what he says he may believe to be true, but
what if it is true? What if he's just dismantled right-wing media?
Narendra, do you honestly believe that Buckingham Palace, the royal family, set out to trash Camilla and Harry because they were worried about her popularity? Do you honestly believe that?
Meghan and Harry, yes, I do believe that. Yes, I do believe that, actually. They were thrown and fed. They were fed to the wolves. Because look at all the negative press that Harry and Meghan had.
Why?
Because it was so popular. And I think William and Kate were jealous. And I think that William was, he betrayed his brother. Did you not watch the interviews last night and feel, oh my God, what has this boy been through? Did you not have compassion?
I was saying, oh my God. Unfortunately, I wanted to watch Happy Valley. Instead, I watched Unhappy Valley.
Do you not think that there's a denialism here? You were in...
No.
Do you not think the British...
Look, I think that there are things called private family rows.
But they're public family.
And they happen, and actually, it would be better if this stuff was not aired in public the way that it is.
I think it's fantastic it's aired, and I'll tell you why. He is revealing the toxicity of this family. He's revealing the bias of this family, the prejudice of this family, and there's years and years of this really bad toxicity build-up. And you know what? He's revealed it all, and he's saying, I am putting it out there, and actually, I want my family back, but I want them to be honest. They are not being honest.
If he wanted his family back, you don't produce a book of nearly 500 pages, 3 television interviews, and 2 sets of documentaries
Charles needs to make a living.
Trash the family.
He needs to make a living, and it's not from the taxpayer.
Well, thank
Making
God
a
it's not
living.
from the taxpayer.
He's making a living.
Tens of millions.
Oh,
I
would have got more than 100 million for him, because I would have got about 500 million. But he needs to make a living, Nigel. You've got to accept that. Can we accept he's not sponging from the taxpayer?
He had a job. He had grace and favour homes. He turned his back on all of it.
May I ask one last question, Nigel? Do you not think that William attacking his brother physically, how can anyone condone a brother physically?
I tell you what, how the man who killed 25 Taliban could get pushed to the floor by that, I have absolutely no idea.
Oh, he could have floored William.
I have no idea.
Not to.
But if you think that brothers coming to blows is rare,
At 40 years old?
I don't think it's unusual at all.
I don't think it's unusual at all. There's lots of families.
Why are we laughing it off, though?
We're not laughing it off. William was forced into a situation because he was trying to get through to Harry.
About
now,
what?
hang on a second. Let me finish. Harry keeps on saying that there was no hand of friendship, no way of talking about it. But William went round to Nottingham Cottage initially to try to talk things out. He's so exasperated with his brother. Yes, he pushed him. Yes, they fell on the dog bowl. I was more concerned about the dog, but that's another thing. But he pushed him over. I understand that. I'm not condoning it. It happened. But, you know, for this guy to do this wide-ranging book and for about one stage to talk about killing 25 Taliban, right down to Catherine, his sister-in-law, not lending Meghan her lip gloss, and in between three mentions of his private parts. There's an awful lot in there. It's a machine gun approach to attack his family, and he'll pay for it in the end.
Well, I think he will. I'm going to have to draw stumps on this, sadly. Quick final word. Are you a Republican? Would you get rid of the royal family?
I'm a royalist, actually. And people think I'm a... But no, I want to see Prince William become king, and I want him to be a fine king, but not a bully.
Fair enough. Charles, do you think the royal family should act and remove him as fifth in line to the throne, or is Starkey right? Just let it go.
No. There's no way they can remove his title unless you quite rightly say the Act of Parliament. Yeah. There is a bill going through at the moment, the 1917 Titles Act. They want an amendment, and if that passes, it probably won't. But if that passes, that would give the king the ability to do it, but he won't do it.
We will see what happens. I just feel I think he should be punished for what he's done personally.